EA Sports. To the game.
Hi, this is John Mackin alongside me, Pat Cash. It looks like the crowd is pumped up out there today, Pat.
Oh, they're absolutely ready to go. They're rocking, and so are we. You have two players in a similar style. It is really a cat and mouse type of game, maneuvering each other around, being super patient, and taking the opportunity when it comes up.
Sharapova 他 choisi de ça. Repaiser.
Well, I expect an awesome match today. Let's go. Oh, Sharapova, she's used her height for that serve. Well, she's got the big forehand. She might as well use it. What a winner. Well, I was never one for doing long runs, but you can see that you certainly need a lot of endurance here. But the thing is, you need to be able to have speed endurance as well, which means sprinting on, off, backwards and forwards, and sometimes for hours on end. Game point now.
Here's what I like, some good aggressive play. Good to see that. You also got what you see a lot, Pat, is this 1-2 punch in the game now. You got the big serve, they followed up with those huge forehands.
Massive forehands, a massive spin these days. And they're about to start this game. Clean winner. No, that's gone into the net. What was she thinking? She smashed it away, no problem.
Obviously, there's a need to make your opponent get on the move and to challenge their fitness level, right, Pat?
Well, absolutely. You've got to make your opponent move. You've got to test out their strengths and their weaknesses. You've got to see how quick they are, see if they get what their agility is like. And it's the only way, really, to get to the weakness is to find one of the strengths and then hit it back the other side. Oh, and forehand winner, right across court. Forehand into the backhand corner. All right, John, discuss the pros and cons of hitting your shots deep.
Well, there's not too many cons, first of all. I mean, perhaps you won't be in position to volley if you're moving into net because the players hit it so fast. So maybe there's a con there. But when you hit good depth, it gives your opponent less time and he's feeling more pressure that he's going to come up with something special. Highly recommended to hit with depth.
Well, this is an important serve. Well, that's a great serve. She's certainly going to put a lot of pressure on her opponent now.
When you feel like your opponent's returning well, usually what you do is you start to try to serve harder, go for closer to the lines, and that's what her opponent's doing there. But
Putting too much into it, you think?
a little bit too much, getting out of her element there, not in the comfort zone, and that's because of the return game there. An excellent break of serve. All right, the player's looking to hold serve here, consolidate that break, and really take charge here in this match.
Oh, a little too much on that one. That's gone long. Second serve is crucial here, right now. You have to have telescopic arms or something to get that one back.
A good clay court strategy also is to pull your opponent off the court with a short angle ball, followed by a two-fisted backhand to rip it up the line.
She won't be happy. Just out. Game point now. Great winner. She's in a bit of trouble, but she's given it 100%. Beautifully there. That's a lot of touch in this shot.
Started slowly. She's got to get her act together right now. She's got to get the feet moving. Make her opponent work a little bit harder. Maybe get back in this set. The thing's looking a bit grim right now.
Back at the start of the game. Well, she's renowned for her forehand. What a cross-court winner. Well, she's down 130, John. You know, she hasn't got the biggest serve in the world, and she's made a couple of errors so far. Oh, What tactics is she going to play now?
I'll tell you, she's got to dig down a little bit here and really try to play some high percentage tennis.
Accurate serve necessary for her. Well, one break point at a time here. First serve.
That's a good break. Get things rolling in your favor. Well done.
Well, 4-love in this set, John. She's playing poorly, inconsistent tennis. Then where does she go from here? She's got to tighten up a little bit.
Yeah, it hasn't even been close yet. So at this point, it's going to take a meltdown for her opponent to let her back in this set. So she's got to start playing better. Think ahead a little bit to the next set. Make her opponent work just that little bit here so she can get some confidence and start playing better in the next set. Obviously you too, but you need to get into net and position yourself well. Arthur Ashe used to tell me, cover the line, cut off that angle, so if the guy goes cross-court, you can just stick your racket out. Sometimes you need to hit the approach softer to give you more time to give yourself that position. Sometimes you need to try to rip the winner to end the point.
A winner, well back in the court. Did a great one.
That's nice. Impressive. Well, the player was down in the game, but turned it around and looks to pull this game out.
And here we are back again.
You're desperate for a free point.
Yeah, you got to. It's well, you know, next point, of course, love 40, you're in real trouble. So looking for a big first serve here and get a quick point. hit the winner, and now match point. Well, this is what it's all about, match point. Certainly some things tried there and it ended up working pretty well.
Well, that's why she came here and played this event. She wanted to try a few different things. Obviously, you're trying to lead up and peak at the right moment, so you get to go at this event a little bit differently, but nonetheless, you want the win. So it was a job well done.
Well, there was some heat, there was some controversy, there was some unbelievable tennis, there was some poor tennis. We had it all today.
Well, we saw it all, and that's why we look forward to seeing you again very soon. Thanks for watching.